Considered one of the most popular TV shows of all time, The Sopranos was on HBO for a total of 8 years, 6 seasons, and an extended final season. But how many episodes got good ratings? We are going to do the 10 highest Soprano episodes in the history of the show. And kicking off with number 10, we have a joint listing here. We have episode 3 and episode 8 of... drum roll please, season 4. We have got episode 3, which was called Christopher, and also episode 8, which was called Mergers and Acquisitions, and it got a 10.97. And spoiler alert, season 4 has by far got the most episodes with the highest ratings. And yeah, so I mean, it's pretty good going for a show that in 10th place you have episode ratings above a 10. And also, I mean, it's practically an 11. But the Soprano ratings, it definitely peaked in season 4, which doesn't really bode well for the show in terms of longevity. But I guess we'll get further into it. And to just give a quick wee summary of these episodes, the Christopher episode is kind of about Christopher Columbus and a wee beef with the Native Americans, but nothing really more. Well, Mergers and Acquisitions is about Furio going back to Naples for a wee bit, and yeah, could there be a potential affair going on there? But that leads us to 9th place, which is episode 12 of season 4, which is called Eloise, and that is the next episode into the 11s, the first episode into the 11s, and it's 11.07, and basically the follow-up bureau between Tony and Furio. So yeah, boom, absolutely high rating. And you know what? You'd be thinking at this point, how far can the ratings go? Calling All Cars is next, and no, it's not Big Daddy Fee for Dowra B, is episode 11 of season 4, and this episode drew an 11.12, which again, we are seeing another season 4 episode here. So the first couple, every single one has been season 4, and which I think's pretty impressive. So 11.12, an improvement of a 0.5, but technically a decrease of a 0.5 for the previous episode, because this is the episode before episode 12. Up next though, we have got episode 2 of season 4 with an 11.21. This episode is called No Show, and this was an 11.21. Basically in this episode, I mean, there's not an awful lot really going on. Kind of just doing about Ralphie making the joke about Johnny's wife, which I mean I think was pretty funny. But anyway, guys, I mean there's nothing really else going on here in this episode, and the FBI bring Adriana in, and she is now an informant. Oh my God! Holy guacamole! What is going on here in the Impact Zone? But finally, and I say finally, guys, we managed to move out of season 4. And we have got season 3, episode 1, Mr. Rogerio's Neighbourhood, with an 11.26 million rated episode, and it is the season 3 premiere, and it is the earliest episode of the series on this list. Maybe it's just those big knockers that got this rating. Literally up next with another rating, we have got episode 2 of season 3 with an 11.35, so it's a 0.09 increase on the season 3 premiere. We've got the episode 2 of season 3, and this one is called Broshoa Lavuz, god damn it. Tony meets Noah, and he's not really a fan of Noah, if we're being honest, but we also have more of Tony and Dr. Melfi. Again, it's weird to think that this why did episode 2 draw so much compared to episode 1? I actually don't really know why. And they are the earliest 2 episodes on this list, so it's interesting. But like, if you do the fucking math, right? So episode 1 kicks off with an 11.26, then episode 2 is an 11.35, and then episode 3 drops to 8.37, and then the episode after that is a 7.96, which is an insane fucking drop off. Like, you're losing like 3 million, 4 million. Damn. Made in America is up next, and we have got the series finale only coming in with an 11.90, and in my opinion that is quite low, if I'm being honest, because it's just not that high for a series finale. Like, considering the show got about 1.5 more in a particular episode. It is the highest rated episode of the series, number one, getting a 13.43. Spoiler alert. But it's weird to think that the series finale drew a lot less than that episode. You would think, considering it's like one of the greatest TV shows of all time. I'm not saying, right, that the final episode of a TV show has to be the highest rated for it to be considered in that conversation, but it's weird that it missed out by such a number. Now, I actually don't know what The Walking Dead drew in its finale, but a lot of people, hype up about The Walking Dead, guys. But I can guarantee you The Walking Dead must have been at least 10 million lower than what it peaked at. And that brings us to the podium places. We have got episode 1 of season 5, which is 2 Tonys, and it's the first episode into the 12s. It did a 12.14. It is the only episode in season 5, and yeah, like I say, guys, it is the second latest episode of the series. So only one episode made it in for season 6, and only one episode made it in for season 5, which to some people may be shocking, but to me, not all that shocking. Up next, we do have the series. The season finale of season 4, bringing us a 12.48. And of course, this episode is basically heightened by the fact like Tony and Carmela have their big row, and it is practically the episode they divorce. So yeah, a pretty big episode there. But that leaves us with one more spot on the list, and it is the season 4 premiere. So season 4 on this list had, 6 out of the 10. And if you want to say 11 out of 10 because, 10th place was joint, you could maybe go ahead and say that. But season 4's premiere got the highest ever rating of The Sopranos. It was called For All Debts, Public and Private. Of course, we do have a bit of a time skip for this episode. A few things have happened, but it's a weird one. From the season 3 finale to season 4 premiere, there's nothing really groundbreaking that really warrants all these viewers coming in my opinion. But you know what, guys, numbers don't lie, and a 13.43 was by fact and far the highest that a Sopranos ever got.